Picture flooring the gas pedal in a sports car and hearing the engine instantly scream up toward 9,000 spins a minute, the sound climbing like a race car flying past. Now picture pressing that same pedal and feeling a short, dull pause before the power suddenly slams in. Those two feelings come from two different kinds of engines, and car lovers are locked in a heated argument over which one has the real soul. Many of them believe one piece of technology slowly ruined the thing they loved most. To understand the fight, you first need to understand two types of engines. The older style is called naturally aspirated, which simply means the engine breathes air on its own, with no extra help. The newer style uses a turbocharger, a clever device that forces extra air into the engine to make more power from a smaller size. On paper, the turbo sounds like a pure upgrade. More power, better fuel use, and lower emissions. So why are so many fans upset about it? The answer comes down to feel, and feel is everything in a sports car. With an older naturally aspirated engine, the response is instant. The moment your foot moves, the engine reacts, like the car is reading your mind. There is a direct, honest connection between the pedal and the power. Drivers describe it as the car doing exactly what they ask, exactly when they ask it. That immediate, faithful response is a huge part of what made classic sports cars feel so alive. A perfect example is a famous Ferrari called the 458. Its engine was naturally aspirated and could spin all the way up to around 9,000 times a minute, an incredibly high number. Reaching that peak rewarded the driver with a wild, howling shriek that fans still talk about with stars in their eyes. It was not just fast. It was thrilling in a way that made the hair on your arms stand up. To many people, that car represents the golden peak of what a sports car engine should be. Then the turbocharger arrived in force, and the feeling changed. Turbos brought a new problem that enthusiasts hate, something called turbo lag. Because a turbo needs a moment to spin up before it pushes in all that extra air, there is often a tiny delay between pressing the pedal and feeling the full punch. That pause breaks the instant connection drivers loved. Instead of the car reacting the second you ask, it hesitates, then surges. For purists, that little gap ruins the magic. But the lag is only half of the complaint. The other half is the sound, and the sound might matter even more. A turbocharger sits in the path of the exhaust and acts almost like a muffler, soaking up much of the engine's natural music. That glorious high-pitched scream gets softened into something quieter and more muffled. The car might be just as fast or even faster, yet it no longer sings the way it used to. For people who fell in love with that sound, losing it feels like losing the car's actual voice. Consider another beloved example, the BMW M3. For years, the M3 used naturally aspirated engines that revved high and sounded sharp and exciting. Fans adored the raw, eager character of those motors. Then BMW switched the M3 over to turbocharged power. The new versions were undeniably quicker and more powerful in everyday driving. Yet many longtime fans insisted the car had lost some of its personality in the trade. It gained muscle but, in their eyes, gave up a piece of its heart. So if turbos take away that pure feeling and sound, why did carmakers switch to them at all? The honest answer is that they did not have much choice. Governments around the world began demanding cleaner, more fuel-efficient cars to cut down on pollution. Naturally aspirated engines, especially the big screaming ones, tend to drink a lot of fuel and produce more emissions. Turbochargers let companies make strong power while burning less fuel and meeting those strict new rules. In short, the law pushed the industry toward turbos. There was a money side too. A turbocharged engine can make the power of a much larger engine while staying smaller and lighter. That helps with efficiency, and it also lets a company use one basic engine across many different models. From a business view, turbos just made too much sense to ignore. The result was that the wild, high-revving naturally aspirated engines slowly faded out of all but the most expensive and exotic cars. Now here comes the fair counterpoint, because the story is not so simple. Modern turbocharged cars are genuinely amazing machines. Engineers have worked hard to shrink that annoying lag, and many new turbo cars respond almost instantly now. They are usually faster in a straight line than the older naturally aspirated cars fans miss so much. They are also smoother, more efficient, and easier to live with every single day. By almost every measurement on a spec sheet, the new cars win. Some carmakers have even tried to bring back the lost sound. Certain modern sports cars pipe engine noise into the cabin through speakers, or tune their exhausts to be louder and more exciting on purpose. Critics call that fake, and they have a point. But it shows that the companies know how much the sound matters to people. They are trying, in their own way, to give back a little of the drama that turbos took away. There is a deeper, emotional layer to all of this that goes beyond the cars themselves. For many enthusiasts, the engine sound is tied to memories and community. It is the roar you hear at a car meet, the noise that turns heads in a parking lot, the soundtrack of a perfect drive on an empty road. Revving a high-spinning engine just to hear it sing is a joy that has nothing to do with going fast. When that sound fades, fans feel like a shared language is being taken from them, one that connected gearheads for generations. The debate is about to get even sharper, because an even bigger change is coming. Electric cars are rising fast, and they make almost no engine noise at all. If turbos softened the music of a sports car, electric motors threaten to silence it completely. That looming shift has made the turbo fight feel almost old-fashioned, and it has pushed many enthusiasts to treasure the screaming engines of the past even more. Some now see the great naturally aspirated cars as the last of a dying breed, worth holding onto before the noise disappears for good. So who is right in this great debate? The truth is that both sides are. The turbo fans are correct that today's cars are faster, cleaner, and smarter than ever before. The naturally aspirated fans are correct that something special was lost along the way, a kind of raw honesty and a sound that stirred the soul. Progress made cars better on paper, while giving away a feeling that numbers can never measure. Whether that trade was worth it depends entirely on what you love about driving. In the end, it comes down to a simple question every car lover has to answer. Do you want the fastest, most efficient machine that technology can build? Or do you want that screaming, instant, goosebump-giving experience that the old engines delivered? The engineers chose speed and efficiency. The purists chose passion. And the sound of that howling Ferrari, fading slowly into history, is the price of that choice. If this video revved your engine, hit that like button to support the channel. Subscribe so the next deep dive lands right on your feed, and drop a comment telling us which engine you would pick, turbo or naturally aspirated. The turbo theory has more on the way, so stick around.